In the relentless forge of future-proof horology, where corrosion creeps and weights weigh down, 2025 unleashes Titanium Titan's lightweight legends forged from Grade 5 alloys, super titanium sorcery, and recrystallized resilience that outlast steel by 50% in scratch defiance and slash 70% off wrist fatigue, per monochrome watches and A-Blog to watch benchmarks. From Citizen's ProMaster Pioneers to Grand Seiko's Snowflake Serenity, our top 10 insane titanium watches built to last forever. Spotlight's Indestructible icons vetted for 200 to 1000 MWR, 40-hour reserves, and resale ROI, 10 to 30% flips on Chrono 24. Ranging $350–$9,300, these picks fueled by a 25% titanium surge, Statista 2025, crush carbon pretenders in eternal endurance while undercutting Rolex by 50% in upkeep. Skip the hype. Stake in for the spectrum where every alloy anchors immortality. Let's titanium the timeless one unbreakable bezel at a time. Number 10. Citizen ProMaster EcoDrive Chandler AW013085LE. The Citizen ProMaster EcoDrive Chandler AW013085LE quests 2025 as a titanium trailblazer, veiled as a Rolex opalinist opulence. Its 39.5mm super titanium case, 9.8 mm slim, with Duratec DLC coating, housing a blue sunray dial with applied indices that gleams like a date just in disguise, retailing at $349 via Citizen. Come with 15% resale surges to $401 for its E168 EcoDrive Solar Quartz that outsips Timex Expedition in indefinite autonomy, per 2025. Teddy Baldessari tests hailing it the Chandler Titanium Triumph for 90% DJ visual vibe at 3% tag. Powered by the E168 EcoDrive Solar Quartz with 6-month reserve in darkness, it syncs plus 15 seconds monthly for time and date purity under sapphire crystal, fixed bezel, sealing 100 meters for desk dives. The super titanium bracelet scratch-resistant at 20mm lugs clasps 6.75-inch wrists at 71 grams with fold-over clasp, brushed flanks echoing anvil anthems. Debuted in 2023 as ProMaster's Titanium Tango, this AW 30 Aero nods. 1980s ProMaster with radial rays blooming from azure to Arctic under halogens, forums fatting its date-just-on-a-desk budget that shrugs 4800 AM magnetism. At $349, it underbids Steinhardt and Solar Sip, aligning with 2025's Titanium Tempest via Duratec hardness, 5X steel. The indices' applied gleam pierces peripheral poise, the module's light-charging conquering battery blues, a titanium titan where every tick tallies tenacity that fuels forum frenzy. In 2025's Value Vanguard, the Chandler AW0130 quests quirkily, a super titanium sentinel fusing solar sorcery with desk dynamo, arming daily drivers with wrist-worn worlds that appreciate as accessibly as they endure forever, forged in titanium's timeless temper. Number 9. Steinhardt Ocean 1 Titanium 500. The Steinhardt Ocean 1 Titanium 500 submerges 2025 as a titanium torrent veiled as a Rolex Submariner Sovereign. Its 42mm Grade 2 titanium case, made thick with screw-down crown housing. A black sunray dial with sword hands that gleams like a 12-4E60 in stealth, retailing at $600 via Steinhardt. Come with 20% resale surges to $720 for its ETA 2824-2 automatic that out-tanks Citizen ProMaster in titanium tenacity, per 2025. Watch my diamonds hailing it, the Ocean 1 Titanium Triumph for 95% sub-visual vibe at 6% tag. Powered by the 25-jewel 28242 28,800 VPH with 38-hour reserve it sweeps, plus 12 seconds daily via Diashock buffers, date at 3 o'clock under sapphire crystal, unidirectional 120-click bezel, rotating for elapsed epochs at 500 meters water resistance via screw-down crown and helium valve homage for saturation stings. The titanium bracelet oyster style at 20mm lugs clasps 7-inch wrists at 110 grams with deployant clasp, solid end links channeling crown contours for seamless submergence, quick release for rubber swaps. Debuted in 2016 as Ocean 1's Titanium Tango, this 500 nods 1953's Subgenesis with radial rays blooming from coal to cosmos under halogens, forums feeding its sub on a submarine budget that shrugs reef rips without regret, with 2025 updates adding PVD black variants for stealth slickness. At $600, it underbids Baltic Aquascape in Loom longevity, Superluminova glowing blue for 8 hours, aligning with 2025's Titanium Tempest via Grade 2 lightness, 40% steel weight. The bezel's ceramic click conquers currents. The caliber's bidirectional rotor winding wrist waves, a benthic bargain where every sweep scripts a siren song of submergence that fuels forum frenzy. In 2025's Oceanic Odyssey, the Ocean One Titanium 500 submerges supremely, a titanium titan fusing sub-heritage with hydraulic harmony, arming aquaphiles with wrist-worn worlds that appreciate as boundlessly as they beguile forever forged in titanium's timeless temper. Number 8. Baltic Fortitude GMTS. The Baltic Fortitude GMTS globetrots 2025 as a titanium trekker veiled as a Rolex GMT Master Polar Poise. Its 39mm titanium case, 12.mm thick, with screw-down crown housing, a black dial with GMT hand that gleams like a Wungstein 710 in stealth, retailing at $1,000 via Baltic Watches. Com with 25% resale surges to $250 for its Miyota 9075 automatic GMT that outticks Seiko SSK in titanium tenacity per 2025 monochrome watches, hailing it the Fortitude GMT Triumph for 90% GMT visual vibe at 10% tag. Powered by the 24-jewel 9075 28800 VPH with 42-hour reserve it sweeps plus 10 seconds daily via Diashock buffers, independent GMT hand-leaping zones under sapphire crystal, fixed bezel sealing 200 mm for globe-trotting grit. The titanium bracelet 3-link at 20mm lugs clasps, 6.75-inch wrists at 90 grams with pin buckle, brushed flanks echoing anvil anthems. Debuted in 2023 as Fortitude's GMT Genesis, this GMT-S nods 1970s field flare with radial rays blooming from matte to mirror under LEDs, forums feting its GMT on a globetrot budget that shrugs 4,800 AM magnetism. At $1,000, it underbids Citizen Skyhawk and Solar Sip, aligning with 2025's Titanium Tempest via Grade 5 lightness. The GMT hand's red tip pierces peripheral poise, the caliber's true GMT conquering jet lag, a wanderer's wanderer where every leap leaps longevity that fuels forum frenzy. In 2025's Global Gate, the Fortitude GMT-S wanders wonderfully, a titanium titan fusing GMT genius with field fortitude, arming wanderers with wrist-worn worlds that appreciate as dynamically as they roam, forever forged in titanium's timeless temper. Number 7. Aquatico Supermarine Titanium PVD Black Forged Carbon. The Aquatico Supermarine Titanium PVD Black Forged Carbon dives 2025 as a carbon-clad colossus, veiled as a Richard Mille RM 67E01 resilience. Its 42mm titanium case, 13mm thick with screw-down crown housing, a black forged carbon dial with luminous indices that gleams like a RM in stealth, retailing at $600 via Aquatico Watch. Com with 22% resale surges to $732 for its Miyota 9015 automatic that outtanks Steinhardt in titanium tenacity per 2025 Aquatico's lineup, hailing it the Supermarine Titanium Triumph for 95% RM visual vibe at 6% tag. Powered by the 24-jewel 9015 28800 VPH with 42-hour reserve it sweeps, plus in 10 seconds daily via Diashock buffers, date at 3 o'clock under sapphire crystal, unidirectional 120-click bezel, rotating for elapsed epochs at 500 master water resistance via screw-down crown for saturation stings. The titanium bracelet PVD black at 20mm lugs clasps 7-inch wrists at 110 grams with deployant clasp, solid end links channeling crown contours for seamless submergence, quick release for rubber swaps. Debuted in 2024 as Supermarine's Carbon Saga, this PVD black nods forged carbon flare with mottled textures blooming from obsidian to onyx under halogens, forums fighting its RM on a reef budget that shrugs reef rips without regret, with 2025 updates adding full loom variants for low-light legend. At $600, it underbids Armstrong in forged carbon, aligning with 2025's Titanium Tempest via PVD pink hardness, 5X steel. The bezel's ceramic click conquers currents, the caliber's bidirectional rotor winding wrist waves, a benthic bargain where every sweep scripts a siren song of submergence that fuels forum frenzy. In 2025's Oceanic Odyssey, the Supermarine PVD Black submerges supremely, a titanium titan fusing carbon charisma with hydraulic harmony, arming aquaphiles with wrist-worn worlds that appreciate as boundlessly as they beguile, forever forged in titanium's timeless temper. Number 6. Armstrong 1-Week Titanium Skeleton. The Armstrong 1-Week Titanium Skeletons 2025 is a high-beat horological haunt, veiled as a Richard Mille RM1103 skeleton sorcery. Its 43mm titanium case, 13.9mm thick, with screw-down crown housing, a skeletonized dial with 1/4-second chronograph that gleams like a RM in transparency, retailing at $15,000 via Armstrong. Com with 20% resale surges to $18,000 for its ARF-15 automatic that outticks Bulgari Octo in high-beat hegemony, per 2025 monochrome watches, hailing it the 1-Week Titanium Triumph for 90% RM visual vibe at half-tag. Powered by the ARF-15 manual wind with 7-day reserve at 4 Hz sweeps plus 2 seconds daily via twin barrels and silicon hairspring, chronograph subdials under sapphire crystal, fixed bezel sealing 30 meters for desk elegance. The titanium bracelet 3-link at 21 mm lugs clasps 7.5-inch wrists at 130 grams with pin buckle, quick release for leather swaps. Debuted in 2023 as 1-Week's Titanium Tango, this skeleton nods 2019's ARF-15 with open-worked gears blooming from matte to mirror under LEDs, forums feasting its RM on a R&D budget that shrugs desk dives without drama, with 2025 updates adding pink-gold variants for rosy radiance. At $15,000, it underbids HYT-S1 in skeleton sip, aligning with 2025's high-beat ballad via 7-day reserve. The skeleton's open gears pierce peripheral poise, the caliber's twin barrels conquering wind-down woes, a high-beat horologist where every sweep scripts a siren song of sophistication that fuels forum frenzy. In 2025's Skeleton Surge, the 1-Week Titanium Skeletons supremely, a titanium titan fusing manual mastery with skeleton sorcery, arming aesthetes with wrist-worn worlds that appreciate as accessibly as they endure, forever forged in titanium's timeless temper. Number 5. HYT-S1 Titanium. The HYT-S1 Titanium time tunnels 2025 as a liquid locomotive veiled as a Jacob and covered. Astronomia Audacity, its 48.8mm titanium case, 17.9mm thick with screw-down crown housing, a hybrid fluid dial with bellows-driven liquid hours that gleams like a JC in Fluid Fantasy, retailing at $45,000 via HYT. Com with 15% resale surges to $51,750 for its manual wind 1920 caliber that outsips Armstrong in liquid longevity, per 2025, Time and Tide hailing it the S1 Titanium Triumph for 90% JAC visual vibe at half-tag. Powered by the 1920 manual wind with 192-hour reserve at sweeps plus 5 seconds daily via bellows and piston system, fluid hour hand under sapphire crystal, fixed bezel sealing 100 meters for desk dives. The titanium bracelet 3-link at 22mm lugs clasps 8-inch wrists at 150 grams with pin buckle, quick release for leather swaps. Debuted in 2012 as HYT's Fluid Foray, this S1 nods liquid lore with fluid tubes blooming from neon to noir under LEDs, forums feting its jack on a jet set budget that shrugs desk dives without drama, with 2025 updates adding pink-gold variants for rosy radiance. At $45,000, it underbids Bulgari Octo in liquid sip, aligning with 2025's hybrid ballad via 8-day reserve. The fluid's bellows, the caliber's piston conquering pressure pangs, a liquid locomotive where every drop drips drama that fuels forum frenzy. In 2025's hybrid hurrah, the S1 Titanium time tunnels triumphantly, a titanium titan fusing fluid fantasy with manual mastery, arming aesthetes with wrist-worn worlds that appreciate as accessibly as they endure, forever forged in titanium's timeless temper. Number 4. Bulgari Octo Finissimo Ultra Tourbillon Titanium. The Bulgari Octo Finissimo Ultra Tourbillon Titanium thins. 2025 is a tourbillon titan veiled as a Richard Mille RM001 thinness. Its 40mm titanium case, 3.9mm ultra thin, with screw-down crown housing. A skeletonized dial with flying tourbillon at 6 o'clock that gleams like a RM in razor-thin rapture, retailing at $60,000 via Bulgari. Come with 20% resale surges to $72,000 for its BVL 268 caliber that outthins HYT-S1 in tourbillon tenacity, per 2025. Monochrome watches, hailing it the Finissimo Titanium Triumph for 95% RM visual vibe at half-tag. Powered by the BVL 268 manual wind with 52-hour reserve at 21,600 VPH, it sweeps plus 2 seconds daily via flying tourbillon and silicone hairspring, time-only purity under sapphire crystal, fixed bezel sealing 30 mace portets for desk elegance. The titanium bracelet integrated at 20mm lugs clasps 7-inch wrists at 80 grams with pin buckle, quick release for leather swaps. Debuted in 2023 as Octo's Ultra Saga, this Finissimo nods 2014's Finissimo with open-worked gears blooming from matte to mirror under LEDs, forums fetting its RM on a razor budget that shrugs desk dives without drama, with 2025 updates adding pink-gold variants for rosy radiance. At $60,000, it underbids Audemar's in Tourbillon SIP, aligning with 2025's thin ballad via 3.95-meter milestone. The tourbillon's flywheel flies, the caliber's silicon-conquering friction fiascos, a thin titan where every sweep scripts a siren song of sophistication that fuels forum frenzy. In 2025's ultra-thin upsurge, the Octo Finissimo Ultra Tourbillon Titanium thins triumphantly, a titanium titan fusing tourbillon tenacity with ultra-thin utopia, arming aesthetes with wrist-worn worlds that appreciate as accessibly as they endure, forever forged in titanium's timeless temper. Number 3. Tudor Pelagos. 39. The Tudor Pelagos. 39 descends 2025 as a titanium trekker veiled as a Rolex Yachtmaster yacht. Its 39mm Grade 2 titanium case, 11.8mm slim with screw-down crown housing. A black sunray dial with ceramic bezel that gleams like a Yachtmaster in stealth, retailing at $4,600 via Tudor. Calm with 25% resale surges to $5,650 for its MT5400U Metas certified automatic that outtanks Omega Seamaster in Swiss stamina, per 2025 monochrome watches, hailing it the Pelagos pinnacle for 95% yacht visual vibe at half tag. Powered by the 25-jewel MT5400 U4H with silicone hairspring. It sweeps plus Duro Sural pa 5 seconds daily via variable inertia balance, no-date purity under sapphire with AR coating, unidirectional 120-click bezel, rotating for dive drama at 200mm water resistance via screw-down crown for saturation stings. The titanium bracelet 3-link at 20mm lugs clasps 6.75-inch wrists at 110 grams with T-Fit micro-adjust, brushed flanks evoking expedition edges. Debuted in 2022 as Pelagos's Compact Conquest, this 39 nods 2012's 500 millimeters with radial rays blooming from matte to mysterious underhalogens, forums fetting its yacht on a yacht budget that shrugs reef rips without regret, with 2025 updates adding 42mm variants for bolder builds. At $4,600, it underbids Rolex Yachtmaster in titanium thrift, aligning with 2025's Titanium Tempest via Metas Mastery. The bezel's ceramic click conquers currents, the caliber's silicone hairspring conquering magnetic mayhem, a titanium trekker where every sweep scripts a siren song of submergence that fuels forum frenzy. In 2025's Oceanic Odyssey, the Pelagos 39 descends deceptively, a titanium titan fusing 2012 fortitude with hydraulic harmony, arming aquaphiles with wrist-worn worlds that appreciate as boundlessly as they beguile, forever forged in titanium's timeless temper. Number 2. Grand Seiko SLGB003 Ice Forest. The Grand Seiko SLGB003 Ice Forest freezes 2025 as a titanium tempest veiled as a Patek Philippe Aquanaut adventure. Its 39.4mm titanium case, 11.8mm slim with screw-down crown housing. A blue dial with Zaratsu polished accents that gleams like a nautilus in frost, retailing at $8,500 via Grand Seiko. Calm with 20% resale surges to $10,200 for its 9R65 spring drive that outsweeps Rolex Datejust and Glide Precision per 2025. Monochrome watches hailing it the Ice Forest Titanium Triumph for 90% Nautilus visual vibe at half tag. Powered by the 9R65 spring drive with 72-hour reserve and plus U.5 sec date, glides via quartz-regulated torque, date at 3 o'clock under sapphire with AR coating, fixed bezel sealing 100 meters for desk dives. The titanium bracelet 3-link at 20mm lugs clasps 7-inch wrists at 120 grams with trifold clasp, Zaratsu facets blooming from frost to fire under halogens. Debuted in 2023 as SLGB's Ice Saga, this 003 nods 1967's 62GS with textured topography that shifts like Shiojiri seasons, Forum's feeding its Nautilus on a northern budget that shrugs 4,800 AM magnetism. At $8,500, it underbids AP and titanium thrift, aligning with 2025's spring drive surge via 72-hour reserve. The texture's tactile triumph pierces peripheral poise, the caliber's glide-conquering quartz quibbles, a frozen foray where every sweep scripts serenity that fuels Forum frenzy. In 2025's luxury lift, the SLG B03 freezes fantastically, a titanium titan fusing Zaratsu Zenith with spring drive sorcery, arming aesthetes with wrist-worn worlds that appreciate as elegantly as they endure, forever forged in titanium's timeless temper. Number 1. The Grand Seiko SLGA 009, known as the White Birch, is a masterpiece from the Evolution 9 collection, inspired by the tranquil birch forests near the Shinshu studio. Its 40mm stainless steel case features Zaratsu polishing for mirror-like finishes alternating with hairline brushing, measuring 47.9 meters lug to lug and 11.8 mm thick for excellent comfort. A screw-down crown ensures 10-bar water resistance, while the dual-curved sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating protects the dial, and the exhibition case back showcases the movement. Powered by the Caliber 9RA2 spring drive, it combines mechanical and quartz precision for plus 0.5 seconds per day accuracy and a 120-hour power reserve, with a gliding seconds hand evoking the flow of time. The movement includes dual barrels and temperature compensation for reliability. The dial mimics white birch bark with subtle textures that play with light, offering a clean, silvery aesthetic. Polished markers, broad hands, and a blued seconds hand enhance legibility, with a date at 3 o'clock and discrete spring drive text at 6. A 3-link stainless steel bracelet tapers from 22mm to 20mm, secured by a push-button clasp with drilled lugs for easy swaps. At 176 grams, it's durable and versatile for daily wear. This watch blends nature's elegance with innovative technology, ideal for those seeking refined luxury.